I have this business coach that I've been working with for like at least 4 years. I think it was maybe 2018 that I ended up first paying him. I did okay that year, but I did not do great. When I say I did okay, I think I netted like 60-ish thousand. So I think that it's pretty close to the median or the average, but he costs 22,000 for the first year. So it's like when I paid, it was like 10 grand down and then 1,000 a month. And now it's 15,000 down and 1,500 a month to work with him. But I'm a grandfather. I got grandfathered in. So been with him for a little bit, and he offers coaching calls. What ends up happening is it becomes a mastermind group where there's 12 members in one group, and we meet 3 times a year just to have everybody take turns to go over their business. And so you get in front of the room, or you just sit where you are, but you're all in a circle, kind of like the Knights of the Round Table. And so we're sitting in a circle, and it is one person's turn for about an hour, hour and a half. And then we take a 5-minute break, becomes another person's turn. And when it's your turn, first start by saying, this is what I can help you with. If anybody needs help, here's some of my skills. And then you spend almost the whole rest of the time talking about, this is what I want to achieve. I'm hoping to be connected with people like this. I'm hoping to learn this. I want you guys to pour into me on what should I do here. So everybody's highly paid business people. Now, when I started with him, I had a company with multiple partners. And so the company was making decent money. The company was making okay money. And we just had to split the revenue between several different owners. I was doing fine, but I wasn't happy. I really wanted to take that next step. So I hired this guy before I could really afford it. And so that's a takeaway there, is I took a leap of faith. And in the beginning of it, this is going to a conversation that he and I just had last week, because we can do monthly calls with him. But I want to give you a bit of the history. So I was not doing anywhere close to what I wanted to be doing that year. I did not do very well. I did okay. Like if you just look at the average person, but who on this podcast, who listening right now wants to be average? It's like praying, begging, hoping. Their whole when they wake up every morning, they're like, I'd really like to be average. That would be great. That's not what you want, and it certainly wasn't what I wanted. I wanted a lot more. I wanted to make six figures at least. I decided to push out this money and to invest with this coach when it seemed like ton of money, like 10,000, when I only probably netted like 60-ish. That's not very much. It's not a great lifestyle at that point, right? You're not, you definitely don't own a yacht or a jet, and you probably can't afford to go on more than 1 or 2 vacations for the whole year, let alone like make sure that your kids are set up for what they need to do and make your car payments, and freaking mortgages and or rent is expensive these days. So it just, I needed more. I wanted more than that. So in 2018, I hired this guy and put that 10 grand down when I didn't really have it. And of course, I had the business pay for it. So that's one benefit. If you have a business, it was able to be more of a write-off for the company where I didn't have to personally pay. So I think I misled you accidentally before. So I still netted 60-ish, but where I pulled the money was actually from my business. And I think that's a smart thing for you to do as well. Go ahead and let it be a business expense when you work with a coach, a mentor, when you hire our company, or wherever you're going to go. Like, you just make sure that it's a business expense, that you don't have to have one place pay taxes and then you get it post-tax and then you pay it. When you pay it with the business, you save a lot of money. Basically, instead of me making that 10 grand and having to pay, let's just say 25%, it shows that my company made 10,000 less, and then I still did not have to pay it. So I basically saved $2,500 in a way. I'm not doing the math specifically. Some of y'all are in a 50% tax bracket. Some of you might be somewhere where you are like in a 15% tax bracket. So I'm just going to pretend like this is 25% and we'll go from there. So I did it, and I really did just I said, I trust this guy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this investment, even though I don't really have it. And that year I 10x'd my income. So that year I netted 600,000. So it was pretty rad. From 2019 from 2018 to 2019, excuse me. I was able to make 10 times the income, and most of the years since have been pretty good, in this realm of, multi six figures. And it happened from making that one decision.